Baby dolls, I have a very quick update about this poll. Now, we all love polls. Some of you like dancing on them. But for me, I like using them to engage in the community. And look at this. I asked everybody a theoretical question. Now, don't take it too seriously, but I just wanted to gauge, what do we really care about? Very insightful. We're going to go through this. I asked everybody. So I give you control of PulseChain right now. And I ask, what path are you going to take? You have two choices. Path A, you launch immediately. But, so you get the launch out, but PulseChain, it opens at sacrifice price, 0x. And PulseX will open 75% below it. So roughly that ratio is going to be like 4-to-1. That's the first option. And then I ask, what would your second path be? It would be, you delay it until Bitcoin and Ethereum boosts crypto sentiment. But PulseChain can give you that 10x PLS, and PulseX will give you the 3x. And I'll be honest, before I did this poll, I was expecting to see a blowout. I thought everybody would be like, launch, launch, launch. Now, by the way, I'm not saying that if we launch right now, we won't get our 10x. It's possible because Bitcoin is up plus 100% off its low, roughly. From 15,000, it went and tapped 30K. That's a nice confirmation of a bottom. It's done that in every single bear market, by the way. It does a 100% rally off the low. That confirms the bear market's done. All right. Now, what I love is no other influencers talking about that. So fingers crossed that we don't have any more damage around the corner. But it's a nice, cool indicator, right? No one's ever spoken about that. So you learned something today. Now, right now, B's actually leading. It's 200 votes. I like this. I mean, this is cool for me to see. A lot of people, this is where you get to say, I even have a quick update, baby dolls. Look at this. So no surprises, but I'm very impressed by these results. It tells you what we knew all along. The majority of people care about the price performance. I've been making so many videos. I've been saying, yes, you're upset. I have empathy for you. I feel that too. I want it to launch, but actually, I'm here to help you look at yourself in the mirror. Do you want it to launch now? Are you frustrated with the launch, or are you frustrated with the crypto bear market? 99% of people, baby dolls, you're wearing your fluffy slippers, you got a pointy elbow or two, you're sitting on a squeaky chair like me, you know at the end of the day, we're frustrated with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the crypto altcoin market. We want them to boost higher. We just want Bitcoin, man. Go and clear 30K. Go and put Michael Saylor above break even. Go and put El Salvador above break even. That's $32,000, 800 or rough that. Go in the mid 30s. Go towards 40K. That's what we want. We want Ethereum above 2,000. Go to the 23, go to the 2,500. Do that. Restore the crypto sentiment. This is different to the price itself. And see, most of us, man, we don't want to see that chart do this. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see that. We will be like, hey, delay, whatever. Now, I've got to repeat to you. I'm not saying that if we launch today, it's going to be this 0x and minus 75%. But I will tell you this. We launched last year in 2022. I will bet you any amount of ovaries or steel testicles that you want to bet me, yes, this would have happened. People would have capitulated like you wouldn't believe. Like, if I'm not exaggerating, I had 3 people message me. They wanted to exit their PulseChain bag in the 4th quarter of 2022. They were messaging me like they really wanted out. They were willing to take a minus 50% hit. One guy was willing to take a minus 70% hit. I'm not exaggerating. Minus 70%. Yeah, he did. And you might think, oh, that's a steal. Well, not really. He sacrificed for PulseX when it was at 25 cents HEX. And then HEX went to 2.5 cents. So HEX was 90% lower from that point, and he wants minus 75% off. Okay, so yes, people are actually doing it. If it was just one person, I would have thought, well, but three people messaging me like they actually wanted it. It was crazy, right? So this is something interesting to think about, and I want you to think about this. So some of you might think, so this is a good to run by yourself and think about this. Do you think, well, we shouldn't have anything to do? See, a lot of people get upset by this part. They say, hey, we don't have anything to do with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'll say, who do you think you are? What crypto industry do you think you're a part of? Because you ain't part of our one. Because I made a chart here. I hand constructed this for you, this chart. Look at this liquidity event. How the hell, you want to look at this chart and tell me they're not following each other? Honestly, you want to sit here and tell me with a straight face? I don't care what your math says. You want to tell me this has nothing to do with each other. You're just watching this. This is 420 days, by the way. 420 days. Yes, they are correlated. Yes, I was surprised. Look through this. Look at this. So it was a liquidity event. So as a quick summary for you, I've seen these math data tables every 3 months since 2018, and I've known this for a long time. In a crypto bear market, when the bear market comes for about that 2.5 year dead period, that disgusting period we're in now, the correlation of altcoins to Bitcoin shoots up to 0.7 up to 0.9. You are tied to the hip of Bitcoin. Only in the bull market do you have the opportunity to disconnect. Your correlation can go down to like 0.15, 0.30, okay, but it's very high during the bear market. I'm very unfortunate. I don't make the rules. So put down that water pistol, okay? It's not what I want. I want it to be different. I would love all these disconnecting correlation. I would love us to be like the stock market. Like there are penny stocks and medical stocks and health stocks running differently to the S&P 500. But I would love that in crypto, but we don't have that very often. It's very sad, but it's just how the system is built. So you aren't correlated until you are. And we all learned that the hard way. You get to see it again. This was like the third, fourth cycle. You get to see it all happening over again. So HEX and Bitcoin, this is 450 days. I want you to know, PulseChain, it can't do this sky pump without Bitcoin and Ethereum breaking higher too. It can't. Okay, I know you want to believe, and I want to believe too, but we can't. All right, we can't. Now, I want you to know, let's make a distinction. There is a difference. It's not about the price. It's about price sentiment. What's the difference? Price just means up, down, left, right. We're not talking about that. Price sentiment means when we go up, what does the crowd think? How do they feel? So if you've noticed, right, you might say, oh, when we go up, everybody's happy. No, we're not. When Bitcoin did this, Bitcoin is this orange line, all right? So when Bitcoin did its rally, you notice this part, everyone was in disbelief. Everyone hated this rally so much because they were expecting 10K. They wanted to go buy more of their bags because they took realized losses. So everybody hated it. So this is completely different. You understand there's a difference. The crowd is positioned differently at different times. The retailers, the people who are the loudest and who cry the most. Strong hands and weak hands are interchanging throughout different parts of the cycle, like every other asset class. So this is very interesting to know, very interesting to see. I want you to look at this, okay? We had the fake mid-May launch. We disconnected. Well, Bitcoin went down, and guess what? Man was like, nah, no, we're not. And I want you to know, some people also mention, they go, hey, what about Hart's Law? What about the liquidity bonding? Look, let me tell you something, okay? I've made a lot of money correlation trading. When I trade spreads, I traded bond yields, different parts of the curve. I used to trade Aussie bonds. You're correlating with the Aussie dollar. Then you go look at the US bonds. I know all the correlations in and out. I know how to trade them, scalp them around. I was watching during this collapse, okay, during the May collapse. So May was Luna liquidating Bitcoin. There is no liquidity bonding with Bitcoin at all. HEX had all of its liquidity mostly in USDC. It was 85% USDC, 15% Ethereum. So basically mostly USDC. Now, I saw this with my own eyes. I'm here to relay information to you because you're a baby doll with a straight back. You eat bananas, you're sitting on a squeaky chair. I was watching people wake up in America. It hit your morning time. Someone would see a big, fat, red candle print, a red 4-hour candle on Bitcoin, and they would start smacking HEX down. Smacking it. And it was like clockwork. I would just watch them. They'd wake up, and I'm like, oh, the American's going to wake up. And then I'd see in 2 hours the S&P 500's red candle, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, the candle for Bitcoin and Ethereum is on 4 hour. It's red, even though it's only like 4%, 3%. But they're like, no, I see red. I'm out. And they just kept smacking it down. And surprise, surprise, we correlate to a T. Now, I'm praying, fingers crossed, that we just go, woohoo, disconnect. That'll be fantastic, wouldn't it? But we all want that. So I'm just here to relay this information to you. Now, like I said, we all care about the price performance. So it's just an interesting thing to think about. Isn't it very interesting? You want to know, wait a minute, I thought everybody's antsy-pantsy. We want PulseChain, but I'm glad you smell that. That's a bull market coming. And sniff yourself too, because you know you're here for the value creation. So I want you to know as well, sometimes you're going to hear this a lot. When we talk about just you care about the price, a lot of people who are in it for the tech, they're going to try to demonize and bastardize this. By the way, I've been called, get ready to laugh, I've been called a price maxi, like some sort of label to put me down, okay? But you know this from my teachings, okay? ML, Metcalfe's law, all right? It's a description. The number of users, if it goes up, your value goes up, which is n squared. That's what you get. And they're interchangeable. So what it says is, it says, hey, if you get a price going up, it means you had more people join. That's what it means. They're interchangeable. So if you want more people, you're going to get a parabolic price pump. And you can do the other way around. If you got a parabolic price pump, you're getting more people coming in. So we all know, you're starting to understand, right? It's the same thing. In stocks have a different meme to crypto. Stocks is, okay, you want to make a good product. The good product will sell itself to people. You make a lot of money. The good product and the making money part, they're interchangeable, right? You're sticking with me? Now, in crypto, we aren't the meme of stocks. We have our own memes. And one of the memes is the network effect. So we have adoption. You hear that word. We want more people. Yes, we have great code. Yes, we might be flawless operation, world's biggest airdrop. Yes, we have all these beautiful things coming on PulseChain. Yes, we know it's going to be great, etc. But, big but. Look around you. Everyone's down 90 to 95%. All I've heard is death stories, horror stories, CoinFession's wrecked. All right, they need some belief. Now, we just saw Pepe do 350,000x. That's a good start, but the real juice is not coming until later. So this is what we're in for. So I'm actually very proud of the HEX and PulseChain community. Everyone knows, they're like, hey man, just paint it green. Paint it green, that's what we want. Because you don't want to sit through this disaster, man. You don't. You think you do, but you don't. What an embarrassment you will feel to yourself. You go, man, I waited 2 years and it's down 75%. Wow, just think about that, okay? So how about we just put our faith in Greg himself. HEX did 2,000x with short-term staking from that day one Uniswap launch. It did a 15,000x from the very bottom if you got the big payday and you did the short-term staking. Even worst case, the day one adoption amplifier, you got 150x just by itself, price appreciation to the top, but with short-term staking and big payday, very short-term, you don't have to take any risk, you got 200x. So how about just trust it. Just trust the system, man. We can't break away from the crypto market as much as we want to. Remember this. Yes, we want to break away and unshackle. The unshackling. We can make a meme out of that. We do want that. The decorrelation, okay? Just like Bitcoin memes. Remember what they always call about? The Bitcoin meme of unshackling itself from the S&P 500 correlation. That's what we really want. We want to see that go, but that's what we want. Is the market giving to us? Not right now. I hope, fingers crossed, it happens in the future. That might be a sign that things are coming to an end, right? So once again, it's all about price sentiment. So got to reiterate, we don't know if they launch today what the fair value of the price is going to be. I can give you my guesses based off the number of people and everyone growing, but you know, at the end of the day, we're tied to the hip of Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'll tell you right now, Bitcoin's not 15K. It's 28K. Ethereum's not $800-900 like it was in June 2022. It's 1900, man. They're much better positions than they were before. So I'm going to watch this poll and see how it goes. I'm very optimistic for the future. We've got so many things coming, and just temper your expectations, man. You know how long this is going to take. It took Ethereum 6 months to wipe out the weekends. It took HEX 4.5 months. It took Solana about 3 to 4 months. So we have a range of 4 to 6 months. So yes, right now, if we launch, so if we actually, let's say we launched this month in May, and PulseChain hit a 10x and PLSX hits a 3x, and then you're going to do that washing out, yeah, they might drop 70, 80%, come back down, play around. I don't like the fact, I don't like saying 4 to 6 months again, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to swallow this hard truth because, hey, that's why I keep telling you, man. A lot of people say to me, oh, you just keep pushing it out, the time. No, man, I'm here to protect you. Think of 2025 think of 2025, 18 months after the Bitcoin halving. So around November. Okay. So if you're new here, I want you to know, you can go back to the chart. If you don't believe me, you can go check it yourself. Usually, Bitcoin euphoria starts to get like really anti-pantsy, strong libido. Everyone's taking their pants off. It starts about 12 months after the Bitcoin halving. And it peaks around 18 months. Roughly that zone, that 12-month to 18-month mark. So you can actually go back to 2021, April 2021, that first top was exactly 12 months. You walk forward 18 months, so 6 months after that, you get around that November top. So that window of time is what we're looking for, and that's why I'm super conservative. I'm like 2025. Sometimes you'll even hear me say, you know what, we can still get cursed, man. I'll throw out 2026, 2027. I need you to be strong, because all it takes, one bad move, you sell the bottom of that big fat red monthly candle, you walk away, you come back. Now you can buy only 70% of the bags you had, and people will refuse to click in, and they've lost everything. You want to avoid being that situation, because if you're always saying, oh, 2025, 2025, you increase the probability that you're a baby doll with a straight back, you eat bananas, you got pointy elbows, and we're going to make it. Tell mom and dad you love them. Catch you next time.